and welcome to my video. This is 50 plus Fit and Fabulous with Mark Philpott, and today is my weekly update, and it's week number 6 today that I'm updating for you on my new healthy lifestyle program. So lots has been happening in the past week and I can't wait to update you all on that. But first of all, for those that are just joining the channel and don't know what I'm all about, 6 weeks ago I woke up one day and felt really terrible about myself and everything that was going on in my life in relation to my body weight and my obesity and all the rest of it. So I decided to do something about it and take on the responsibility myself to get myself in shape and to start a whole new kind of lifestyle, particularly around nutrition. So I was 100 kilos and I'm 6'1", so I was definitely classified as obese. And I decided to start my new healthy lifestyle program by doing a 48-hour fast. Now, I had never done a multi-day fast before. I'd been doing intermittent fasting for a little while and found that to be really good. And I was losing a little bit of weight through that process. So I thought, right, I'll do a 48-hour fast with water only and see how that goes. And it was amazing because it was really the catalyst for huge change in my life from that day forward. And over the last 6 weeks, I've been implementing different things each week to help me go to the next level of the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. Now, for those that don't know, I live on a sailboat, and there's a video in the channel here that gives you a tour of my sailboat. And I work on my sailboat, so I'm a podcaster. I produce 2 podcast shows. One's called the Global Travel Channel, and the other's called Global Business Podcast. So check those out. They're really cool, and I've had lots of amazing guests all around the world. So I'm lucky because I'm able to work and live in the same place, and it also has its restrictions. Of course, being on a sailboat, I'm dependent on lots of different things to make sure that I have a healthy lifestyle. But accessing good healthy food is not a problem, so there's no excuse, and I can get obviously lots of regular exercise. So what's happened in week 6? Well, the big news from this week is that I decided to do another fast, another multi-day fast, and this time it was a 3-day fast. So I did a 72-hour fast, and it was really extraordinary. First of all, it was just, I don't know, a great experience. It was an interesting experience. I had no idea what my body was going to do over 3 days of not having any food. So that was something that I was really looking forward to start off with, because I didn't know how my body was going to respond to that. And then, as I found when I did the 48-hour fast, there's kind of peaks and troughs. Like, you go through different stages after certain hours, and that's how things happened for me as well on the 72-hour fast. So let me give you a brief overview on what happened with the 72-hour fast. So first of all, the first 24 hours, hang on, I've got a little guest here. Come on. You tell everybody that you've just had your dinner, okay? This is Oscar. He's my little puppy. He's a cavoodle, and he's nearly 3 years old, and he's a little terrorist, aren't you? You little terrorist. Yes. You've just had your dinner. He's just had his dinner, so he's come to tell me that he's eaten all his dinner today. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So you're going to let me talk to these people about my 72-hour fast? Okay? Okay, good boy. You go and sit over there. So yeah, in the first 24 hours were really interesting because I found it really easy, and I didn't have to struggle at all. I think the fact that I can go 16 hours with the intermittent fasting. Hang on, come here. You're just going to be a little nuisance, aren't you? I'm just going to put him down. Okay, you stay down there. Thank you. So for the 48 hours, I didn't really have any issues at all to do the 48-hour fast. So when I started the 72-hour fast, I thought, right, I think there's going to be periods through this that it's going to be really difficult. And I was right. So the first 24 hours were fine. The next 24 hours were basically fine. The second night, I had a little bit of trouble sleeping. I don't know if I drank enough water during day 2. So I might have been dehydrated. I didn't get a headache. And In day 3, when I got up in the morning, so that was around about 62 hours or so, I felt terrible. I really, really felt terrible. So I had a period of about 3 hours during that day where it wasn't good at all. I felt incredibly weak. I felt all out of sorts. My mind wasn't working properly. I was very muzzy, is that a word? Muzzy in my... Fuzzy. I was very fuzzy in my mind. And it was really, really difficult. Really, really difficult. Now, the funny thing was I wasn't hungry. So I wasn't fighting myself to go and have something to eat. In fact, the opposite. I was totally fine. It was all these other weird sensations around just not feeling good, not feeling myself compared to the previous weeks. And I have to stress at this stage is that I've been feeling so fantastic that when your body goes out of sync like that, you really, really notice it. So that's what happened to me. So on day 3 in the morning, I had a bad couple of hours. And then towards lunchtime, it picked up and I felt really, really good again. And then I think you go into this kind of psychological process knowing that you've only got a few hours left until the fast is over. So you become a lot more, I guess, confident, and you start thinking about what you're going to have to eat. And that's what happened to me. So the last 6 hours or so was a walk in the park. And in fact, I carried on for another 20 minutes after 72 hours before I actually had anything to eat. Now, I've read a lot of things on the internet and about fasting, about keto diet in particular. I'm very interested in keto. I'm not eating keto fully at the moment, but I'm doing a lot of research. So after 6 weeks of spending a lot of time reading about different exercise programs, different diets, I'm starting to lean towards the keto diet. I think there's a lot of great things in that. And for people listening who don't know anything about keto, it's basically getting your body, teaching your body to burn fat for energy and fuel instead of carbs. So we all know carbs are, over the top for a lot of us. So I used to eat a lot of carbs. I was a bread and pasta man, and I used to eat a lot of junk type food as well. So the other thing that I've done over the last 6 weeks is I've cut out all processed sugar. So no more processed sugar. And that's been 6 weeks. I haven't cheated once. I haven't had a cheat meal. I don't believe in cheat meals for me at this stage after 6 weeks. So that's where I've been. So all sugar's gone. And I think that's what really made a huge difference to me in terms of, 1, my body shape, and 2, my energy levels throughout the day, because I don't get that afternoon knock anymore, and I just fly through the day. And in fact, when I'm getting early into the evening, I've got so much energy. It's like I've just got out of bed. It's incredible. So that's been the same for this last week. In week 6, it's been very much the same pattern. I've probably got more into a regular eating pattern now. So I think week 5 I was still over the shop a bit, didn't really have a rhythm into my eating and what time of the day that I wanted to eat and all the rest of it. So now it's in week 6, I've really come to the stage where it's around about 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the morning when I want to have my first meal. It's when I feel as though I'm hungry and I need to fuel up again. So that's what I do. Now, what am I eating at that stage? That's a good question. So I have oats, and I don't cook my oats, so that's raw oats, and I have berries on my raw oats, so either raspberries, strawberries, or blackberries. I have coconut. I have, what else do I have? Coconut, berries, Greek yogurt, and some nuts. So that's basically what I have for my meal at around 11 o'clock in the morning or 12 o'clock. After I've had that, I feel full, I feel really good, and I don't eat again until before 6 o'clock at night. Now, when I say I don't eat again, the old me, before I started this healthy lifestyle program, would have been searching for chocolate bars, chocolate snacks, cookies, whatever in the afternoon all the time. All that's gone. None of that. So my dinner, my healthy meal at night, consists of chicken, other meat. I'm eating steak more. I'm eating a lot of meat more than I used to. I didn't used to be a person that ate a lot of meat, but I'm eating more meat than I used to. And I'm having certain vegetables with that are okay on the keto diet. I'm having Greek yogurt again. Kumara I love, so I'm making a lot of kumara, baked kumara. I'm really enjoying that. And I'm cooking with all the healthy ingredients, so coconut oil and all those sorts of things. And I make sure I finished eating by 6 o'clock at night. And that's it. It's finished for the day. So those are my 2 meals for the day. And after that, I feel completely full. In fact, there's been a few days during week 5 where I only had 1 meal a day. But now into week 6, I'm feeling as though I need to have 2 meals a day. And that's probably because I've increased the exercise regime. So let's talk about the exercise regime. So I normally get up every morning around about 6:30 to 7 o'clock, and I take my puppy out for a walk, and then we go for a run. So the run consists of lots of tempo stuff, so fast sprints and really getting the heart rate up working. So we're in an area where we can do a lot of stairs and a lot of hills and a lot of beach running and all that sort of stuff. So we have a huge variety of running, which is really good. It doesn't be boring. I know a lot of people get bored when they go running, but I think a lot of that's in the mind and also about the terrain that you go over as well. So been really focused on doing that run in the morning, and while I'm out running, after I've done the run, I do a meditation session. So that brings me back to calmness and gets me centered. So by the time I get back to my sailboat, I've done the high intensity training, and then I've done the meditation session, and then I come back to my boat and I feel really, really centered, and I feel really, really good. So that's what I've been doing for week 6. And then I get back and I do a ab session. I'm working my core because I've had a bad back in the past, and I find that by strengthening my core, I'm really tackling this bad back issue. And I've said on the previous weeks that my back pain and my back issue that I had is completely gone, and that's still the case as we head into the end of this week. And I've also been doing a plank challenge. So hello to everybody around the world that's been doing the plank challenge with me. You all did fantastic. We did 30-day plank challenge, ending up at 5 minutes. So we did a 5-minute plank at the end. That was a lot of fun. And that was something else that added to my core exercises. So my ab workout lasts for about 12 or 13 minutes. So it's high intensity, non-stop, with about 5 seconds break in between some of the exercises. And some of them are like execution exercises. So what that means is I keep doing them until I can't do them anymore, and then I go back and repeat, and then I just do it that way. So that's really, really good. And yeah, I'm getting a 6-pack, so it's fantastic. So I'm 6 weeks in. I haven't got a 6-pack yet, but I'm getting there, and all will be revealed, I think, at the end. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet, but we'll see. But yeah, the core is getting really, really strong. So I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost a bit of weight around my face, and I've lost a lot of weight through my midsection. So my love handles are gone, and I'm basically flat straight down now. So, and I can start to see the core popping through. So it's now after 6 weeks that I've got rid of the belly. Let's call it the belly, and I'm now starting to working on definition of my core, which will come, I guess, over the next 6 weeks. So it's really good because after 6 weeks you start to get a great appreciation for what's right and what's wrong, what's working and what's not. And I think a lot of things, when people focus on diets, they just focus on the food side. I've been making sure that I focus on the food side, the exercise side. The working side is also important because I do what I love to do. So I never have stress with it, or if I do, it's positive stress. And I love doing what I do. So I think that's another important part of having a healthy lifestyle, is making sure that you do what you're really passionate about doing. And I know we're in difficult times and all the rest of it, but maybe now's the right time to choose to change something up in your life. And it could be your fitness program, it could be your nutrition program, it could be starting meditation. That's up to you. But I'm making these videos and I'm taking this journey hoping to share something that might be useful for you as well. So after 6 weeks, where am I at? Was the 72-hour fast a good thing, a bad thing, or indifferent? And have I really progressed in the last week? I guess that's what I'm asking myself. Well, I'm now, 24 hours after my 72-hour fast, and I feel great again. So as soon as I had food and I started to get back into my pattern, then it was really, really good. I've got back to where I was and probably a bit better. So I lost a little bit more weight, not a lot of weight. In fact, I didn't lose as much weight on the 72-hour fast as I did on the 48-hour fast. So I found that really interesting. And my sleeping pattern's gone back to fantastic, and I've gone into this now new eating pattern of twice a day, which seems to be the thing that's working for me. So there we go. That's what it's like after 6 weeks. Now, as I've said in the program before, I'm going to be doing 12 weeks initially, and that's because I think I need 12 weeks to get to where I want to be. I want to have a goal weight of 81 kilograms, heading down from 100, so I'm almost losing 20 kilograms. And when I get down there, then the goal is going to be going into a maintenance program so that I can keep that stable in a sustainable way for the rest of my life going forward. That's where I want to be. That's where I feel good. I've been down to that weight before. I know what it feels like. I feel great at that level. That's my optimum weight as far as I'm concerned. Not what a chart tells me, not what doctors' recommendations tell me. That's what I know. I feel and look the best that I can. So that's what I'm heading for, and I won't tell you where I'm at now because that's a secret, but I'm gonna share that as I go through anyway a little bit later on in other videos. So after week 6, my summary is this. The 72-hour fast, I didn't have such a big epiphany as I had on the 48-hour fast. And that, I think, probably comes down to the fact that the 48-hour fast was such a huge shock to my body. I completely changed my whole lifestyle literally overnight or within 48 hours. And I came out the other side not eating any more processed sugar. Now that I've been on that for 5 weeks until I did the 72-hour fast, I don't think I had the same evolution after the 72-hour fast that I did with the 48-hour fast. So I'm not going to go and try and do a 90-odd hour fast next month. That's not on my radar. I'm not trying to have a larger fast each month. I'm just going to take it as I feel. And sometime in the future, if I feel like doing another multi-day fast, then I will. It may be another 48-hour fast, because that might be the multi-day fast that works well for me and makes me feel at my best. So there we go. That's what's happened on that side. I'm finding it a lot more easier and clearer to meditate. So my meditation sessions have become much more rewarding in that sense, if that's the right word to use, which I think it is. And I can meditate longer if I wanted to. So I could meditate easily up to an hour, no problem at all. Now, for those that are starting meditation or haven't meditated before, there's a lot of great apps around. I started with one called Let's Meditate, and it has a whole lot of different varieties of meditation sessions, guided meditation sessions. So if you're not too sure, guided meditation is when somebody is guiding you through a meditation process, and what I call a normal meditation is when you do it yourself. So I mainly do it myself now, although every now and again I will do a guided meditation when I feel like it, and I find that also a really good way to do it. I do it always in the morning, and I know a lot of people meditate at night when they go to bed. You've got to find the right slot for you, just like everything in life. So whatever works for you, if you want to pick up meditation. But with the lifestyle change that I've done, I was meditating before, but it's now gone to a new level. And with the new nutrition plan that I'm on at the moment, that I'm creating for myself, so it's not something off the internet, I'm not copying somebody else's video or whatever, I'm making my own practice as I go forward with all this by experimenting and finding out what works best for me. But obviously within defined parameters, so without having processed sugar, I'm not having any junk food or anything, but I'm choosing the right types of healthy food that I enjoy eating, because I think another important part of doing this is making sure that you eat things you enjoy, because at the end of the day, that's what will keep you going. And for all of us out there that used to be on sugar fixes, that's what we did. We turned to those chocolate things and sweet things all the time to get our fix, but we typically went back to the same ones each time because we liked them, didn't we? So that's what I do now. I make sure, I fall in love with Greek yogurt. I just love Greek yogurt on everything, just about. And I love sweet kumaras now, so I have kumaras just about on everything, which is brilliant. And I love my oats as well. So steel cut oats, not those quick oats. So get off the quick oats and get onto steel cut oats. They're the best and healthiest for you. So yeah, the exercise, again, as part of the summary here, the exercise has gone to another level. I feel as though I'm getting really fit again. I get back and I don't have that exhaustion associated with my workouts. I have a lot of energy, and as I said before, I go straight in and do my abs and my core work when I get back, my core session, and I finish that and I just feel fantastic. So I'm lucky on the sailboat. I have a shower at the back of the boat outside, and I have a shower when I'm finished, and I've got to tell you, I just feel so alive and so energized after that. And I find that really important, because then I start my work day, and if I'm feeling that good and it's still a few hours away from having something to eat. Oh, something else I started this week that I want to tell you in week 6. I started apple cider vinegar. So take a glass of apple cider vinegar, or a couple of tablespoons, with a glass of water in the morning as soon as you get out of bed, and you'll find that helps a lot as well. So apple cider vinegar is the thing that I've added in the last week. So yeah, the exercise is going really well, and the sleep is fantastic. I put my head on the pillow, I turn the light off, and I don't wake up until the next morning. So when Oscar wakes me up and jumps on me to wake me up. So that's it. Like, it's yeah, fantastic. So categorically now I'm halfway through my 12 weeks. At week 6 I'm into week 7, and I'm really interested to see how this evolves now, whether I keep finding new levels within my exercise regime, whether my eating pattern changes again, because it's only been settled now for a week, so let's see whether it changes again. And also I'll talk next week a little bit about more things that I'm introducing into my diet. So talking about food specific, I'll do a little bit like that. So if you're listening to the video today and you're thinking of starting something like this, or you want some tips, or you got some questions, please put them in the comments. I'm really happy to answer anything that I can. I'll just tell you exactly what I'm doing and what I'm finding that works for me. Again, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, so these things may not work for you, but I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing for myself, okay? So yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. Please follow the channel. The more support I can get from around the world will make it better for me, knowing that I'm being inspired by other people. And I look forward to seeing you all again next week for week 7 update. And don't forget to check out the other videos on this channel. I've got some videos there about the plank challenge that we did. And also I put a video up today about the boat that I live on, and gave you a boat tour. So have a look at that and see where I live and work and plan my healthy lifestyle program. Okay, well everyone, have a great week. Thank you for watching my video. My name's Mark Philpott, and I'll see you again shortly.